Hi Trader, Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Another night in which the video is being uploaded a bit late, and I'm working on Eastern time right now. It's about 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna jump into the recap really quick. I'm gonna try my best to not be that flat, but I'll be honest with you, I'm a bit tired, but like usual, no matter what, I'm gonna get you a video. So welcome and welcome back, and let's jump straight away into a recap of the S&P 500. So basically that's what you're seeing right now on your screen. It's a daily chart. I like the daily charts. I actually like bigger time frames, but for now, because we've been doing it for a while, let's stick to the daily. And it goes back to 2017. So once again, you have 2 years worth of data. Side note, if you've listened to any videos that I've done within the last 6 or so months, this is more or less going to be on message. I'm not variating. Is that even a word? I'm not deviating. I think I like combined words, right? I'm not deviating from what I've stated before. Anyway, what have I stated if you're new? For me, right, again, 2 years worth of data. Most recently, we hit all-time highs. That clocked it at around 315.48. We're at 314.13. So we're literally right there at all-time highs, right? So a couple of things are going on. A lot of things are going on. One, we're in the holiday season, right? So average volume, or rather volume during this December month, is going to be about half of average volume. That in and of itself, for me, says that the markets can be quote unquote easily manipulated. And if we're going to manipulate it to the path of least resistance, that path is on the upside. I say all that to say, despite sort of the negative headlines that you've been hearing, impeachment hearings, that December 15 looming tariffs, despite those two negative events or negative headlines, for me, I really think that the SPY can still hit all-time highs, right? I see it, I would say, towards the ending of 2019, perhaps beginning of 2020, hitting 328 or 330, somewhere around there. And I've more or less felt that way and I said to myself, well, here's the thing, and I talk to myself, I say, hey Tina, let's look at this chart and what do you see going on? I'm gonna walk you through the process relatively quickly. So once again, daily chart 2 years. The SPY has been trading between 2 points, right, for that 2 years. The lower end of that point, I like to call that support, clocks in at around 260, right? The higher end of that point, let's call it resistance or a wall, that range or that price point is around 293 to 295. So we essentially ping-ponged between those 2 points for about 2 years until we finally broke out. Now, we broke out on several occasions, but we were not able to sustain that break. So I said, if we can sustain that break, most recently mid-October, then chances are the market is going to trend higher. And that's exactly what happened since breaking out in October. We broke above that 293 to 295 line. And since then, the market has been trending up. So we're up about north, if not a little over 10% since then. And the fact that we haven't sort of pulled back in any meaningful way, we're really just sort of like congregating or trading between that 312 to 314 area, that tells me that the market can potentially drift higher. I'm expecting that kind of quote unquote melt up. So I see us getting somewhere around 328 to 330. So hard not to be a bull. What else? That was longer than I intended it to be. So IWM is going to have to be like lightning, not light. Yeah, you got it. Anyway, IWM daily chart dating back to 2017, another 2-year range bound ping pong sort of chart. And then we also broke out most recently in the IWM towards the ending of November. So similarly, with the SPY, you saw that we broke out of that 293 to 295 range, and then we've been trending up since for me, now that we finally broke out of that 160 resistance level in the IWM, I'm expecting that same sort of melt up. For the IWM, I think we can retest all-time highs of around 173 and perhaps even surpass that. If things really get cooking in 2020, we can see the IWM sitting at 200. So we closed at 162.55, so that's about a 40-point upside from current levels. Hard not to be a bull. What else? All right, so let's wrap it up and round it out with ticker CEI daily chart. Huge congrats to the bull. Stock is up about 70% on the day, or north of 70% on the day, to close at 205. Today we went as high as, what was today's high? 319. That doesn't seem right. Let's make sure. Yeah, today we went as high as 310, not 319, 310. So again, huge congrats to the bull. Stock is up about north of 90% on the day. The stock is down a bit in after hours, down about a little over 12%. I see a quote of 179, again with confirming volume. No one seems to know why the stock is up so much, not even the company. Anyway, if you know why the stock is up 70% today, do me a solid, comment in the comment section. But to the chart and what I see clearly, stock ran into resistance. Say that's about 1 month of resistance, or a month's resistance, when it hit a high of 310 to pull back. Closed at 205. The low clocked in at 174. So again, the fact that we're trading very close to today's low in after hours does not bode well if you are a bull, in my opinion. But all is not over. You want to see how things unfolds in pre-market tomorrow, as well as how the stock actually opens up during regular session. So I always say you want to pay attention to the open. If we open up below 205, and it's looking like a possibility right now, that once again does not bode well for the bulls. You definitely want the stock to open up above 205. And if we take out that today's low, which is 174 in pre-market or at market open, then I would say watch out. Chances are the bears are going to step in and probably drive the price of the security further down. And I would not be surprised at all to see the stock trading at around $1 to $1.15. So there's still a bit of downside left, or there's the potential for downside if we continue in pre-market what's going on right now, or what went on in after hours. I hope that makes sense, right? So the key takeaway is you want to pay attention to how the stock opens up. Very briefly, if we open up above 205, that bodes well for the bulls. If we open up below 205, not so good. All right, that's as simple as I can put it, and we're gonna cap it there. Tina here, once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of that video, do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section, let me know, did you agree or disagree with my analysis? That's the first thing. 2, I do videos every single day, so I kind of stuttered. So make sure that you are subscribed at our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina. And lastly, this is the last thing I'm going to ask you to do. Hey, I've been trading for a long time, well over 15 years, closer to 20. The market fascinates me so much. So if you want to jump on board and join me in that fascination, and you think you can learn anything from someone that's been trading for close to 2 decades, then head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com, sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.